In honor of the healers, I thought I would take a few minutes to share how exploring an animal trio can lead to a healing. So let's start with one of the healers, the seahorse. In the Dreamark Animal Codex, the seahorse is one of the underworld creatures. Essentially, the seahorse invites us to look at those places in our lives where we're afraid to let go, where we're afraid to let go of control, of the need to be perceived as good or good enough, of the desire to be right, of attachments we've developed towards who we think we are, or who we've been told we should be, or how we want our lives to look and feel like, or attachment to life itself. One thing the seahorse shows us is that those places where we fear letting go the most are often the areas in our lives where we carry the most pain. But they're also the places where we carry the greatest potential for transformation. Now, sometimes or often, if we really want to deal with those core wounds, it's not enough to just understand them with the mind. We need to go deeper. And that's the invitation of the seahorse. The seahorse brings our attention to the spine. It invites us to drop deeply into the body where our core tensions, often stored from a long time ago, live and hold on. The seahorse invites us to do soft, subtle body work. Like all animals in the Dreamark Codex, the seahorse has two partners, making up a trio. There's the stag, which belongs to the dreamers category, and the kingfisher, which belongs to the hunters. So let's move on to the stag. The stag is a mammal, which makes it a life key in the Dreamark Codex. And let me just read a little bit about the stag from the Dreamark Animal Codex that was so beautifully written by Richard Rudd. You must find the stag within. To do this, you must first find the stag without, in the form of a teacher. The teacher may be any gender, but their inner spirit will ring out with the power of the stag. My antlers signify the ability to travel the fractal branches of the inner dream realms. Authority cannot be enforced, but rises up from within, from the warrior who has faced their own inner demons. This is now your path. Put out the intention, follow me into the dream forest, then look for the antlered one. When you find such a being, you will know, this is my guidance to you now. Listen to your heart and let it interpret the deep meaning in my words. A journey lies ahead of you. So let me ask you some questions that show you how we can weave together the invitation from the seahorse and the wisdom of the stag. And I'll just ask them now, and you can take them, into your life, into your contemplations. You might want to jot them down in a journal or just come back to them at some other time. Have you ever worked with, or would you like to find, a master body worker, a teacher with the wisdom and skills to help you both soften and strengthen your spine, to let go of tension in deep physical ways? Someone who knows how to support you in the releasing through the body. Is there a way that your fear of losing control or letting go might be preventing you from either finding someone like that, your true teacher, or growing into the deeply embodied teacher that you are meant to be, owning your own inner authority in your life? Is there a way that you've given your power away to a teacher, a path, or an outer authority that perhaps was right for you at some point in the past, but may not be healthy for you in your body anymore? Could this outer authority, a teacher, a guru, whatever, or the way that you're relating to them be preventing you from letting go of what no longer serves you in your body, in your life? Okay, so just let those questions percolate within you. And while you do that, I'll move on to the last member of the trio, the kingfisher. The kingfisher is a bird in the Dreamark Codex, which makes it a vision key. And according to Richard Rudd, the kingfisher belongs to the hunters category and represents the vision of noble valor. So now let me read some of the guidance from the kingfisher written by Richard. I come to represent the celestial fire of the divine masculine. Ask yourself in this challenge you're facing right now, what is the noblest response I can offer? How can I display fortitude alongside forgiveness? I come to give you the courage to face your own wounds. My highest masculine expression is this: to bow to the divine feminine and offer my life in service to the earth. Consider today how you can best serve the earth and all of her creatures. Who or what needs your powerful protection? Hunt for the one thing that will bring the deepest harmony into your life right now. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you some more questions for contemplation. And this time I'll be weaving the whole trio together so that you can see how, through your imagination and a willingness to deepen into an embodied inquiry, the seahorse and its partners have the potential to really lead you down a path of profound healing. Okay, so here goes. If you really let go, as invited by the seahorse, which wound or core tension do you sense you would ultimately face and heal? Is it the fear of abandonment, aloneness, not being good enough, a trauma from your childhood that made you learn to constrict your heart or defend yourself? If you lengthened your spine and you stood tall in your own inner authority like the stag, who or what might you feel called to protect? Where in your life would you commit yourself to bringing harmony? Over the next days or week, if you feel inspired, please explore what it would look like and feel like if the divine masculine within you bowed to the divine feminine. How might your life change if you offered your power, integrity, and authority in service of the earth's body, of Gaia, in service of your own body? What changes might you make? So I hope that you find these questions helpful, as well as this modeling of how a trio can work in relation to a category like the healers. There's so much more to come.